What is going on, everybody? How you doing today? Jim Games here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the band The Warning with their brand new song, Evolve. Now, I have been covering The Warning now for a couple months. I've heard probably about a dozen songs from these gals. I've done a ton of reaction videos. They'll all be listed down below, so if you haven't seen them, definitely check them out. You might be interested in those. But The Warning fascinates me. They fascinate me for a couple of reasons. I first started learning about them when they were very, very young, doing covers where they could barely even hold up the instruments that they were playing, and they were absolutely killing it. I mean, to the almost on a prodigy level. But where they've evolved to now is a completely different place. You know, they've found their sound. They've practiced their craft enough where they've evolved to this level. They are this thing, and it's absolutely wild to see. You know, one thing that I also really respect about The Warning is that they don't sexualize themselves. You know, when you have three young, pretty girls that are talented putting themselves out there in front of a camera, you're going to have a million people basically all screaming in your ears, wear a shorter shirt, you know, wear tighter pants, low-cut shirts, you know, be more sexy, do these sort of things. And I bet that they do. I bet my life on it, honestly. But they don't seem to be doing that, which I find incredibly endearing, and I find that's really awesome, and I respect the hell out of it, honestly. Because they probably would move more units. They probably would be bigger if they did sexualize themselves, but they've decided not to. So it's a beautiful thing to see, and I'm really glad that they're kind of staying their grounds. As for this song, Evolve, I have no idea what it came out or what it's about. The song came out just a couple days ago, so I'm going into this pretty much blind, but I'm excited to do so. If you're new around here, please consider liking and subscribing, because I do this sort of thing all the time. Also, I got some important links down below. My Discord, you're definitely going to want to check that out if you want to continue this conversation offline and get a sneak peek as to what's coming up for coming videos and live shows. If you'd like to be part of a live show, I'd also have my Twitch link down there. I do live reactions over there all the time. I got a great community of people, and I'd love to see you in a stream sometime. But let's switch screens and let's get right on into it. I'm excited. New music here from The Warning, Evolve. This should be pretty good. All right, let's check it out. Starting off almost metal. You know, that's one thing that she's definitely known for here, and I'm sorry to stop the video 20 seconds in, is the melody structure of the lead female vocalist there. I know they all do vocals, but the one who's singing right there, she extends her melody past like the basic 4/4 bars and goes about a half a bar out and continues the melody. It's interesting. It's just, you know, you expect to hear a couple phrases, you know, a couple, just subtle phrases to start a song to kind of introduce us, but it's almost like an elongated sentence. And what that does is it just kind of, like, at least for me, it hooks my attention. It makes me think, okay, well, where's this song going? There's more to be said than there's allowed time within these bars to be said. And you have to stretch it out and make it almost imperfect to make it sound, well, yours. Let's take that back here just a little bit. That's just a little interesting fact that I hear a lot with her music. Also, cool mic. I don't get a simple moment to forget. I'm not in danger. I'm the danger. Go to not define your worth. It's not destruction, it's rebirth. I'm not in danger. I'm the danger now. Don't be what it means to change. Help me become something more than just a vessel in disguise. Hate is the price to survive. Oh, I dig it. Dry my tears 'cause I'm a weapon, weapons never weep. I'm not in danger, I'm the danger. Stop the clock and keep it running, it's the one to beat. I'm not in danger, I'm the danger breakdown. Oh, they're gonna hit us. Oh, I love it! Oh. Awesome. Oh, that was good. That was good. Let me turn this down and take that back. I got some thoughts on this one. I don't know how music can sound so retro and so current at the same time, but this song seems to be able to do that. I'm definitely getting like a retro rock type vibe to this. I don't mean like 70s rock or anything. I mean like classic, like early, or no, maybe like late 90s into like early 2000s, almost a Muse-esque type of sound. And that doesn't surprise me because I know these ladies are big fans of the band Muse, and so am I. And I kind of get that vibe from this song too. Just some of the structure and just some of the breakdowns and chord structures. Drummer here putting in absolute work, sitting there right in the pocket with the bass player, and just holding this whole little jam together. But she really kind of stretches her legs out here towards the end and starts doing some awesome little fills, adds a little bit more of a double bass, and also did this brutal scream at the end. It was very low in the mix, but man, that kind of, I don't know, it made my stomach turn a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting hit with something big here. I love how they lead in breakdowns. These girls do this sort of thing all the time, at least in the 10 songs I've heard. They do this thing where like the music will just kind of stop and it'll go into just a drum and bass kind of riff, and the guitar will slowly like sneak in, and then they just kind of drop all these crazy hook melodies on you, and you can't help but just kind of nod along. Intense looking song, but you know what? The girls always kind of look intense, especially with some of their later music. Again, as you can see, they're not overly sexualized or sexualized at all in something like this. You know, they're just three girls rocking the hell out and just absolutely killing it. I think the star of this song, in my opinion, is a drummer. I mean, really stretching her legs out here, really just absolutely killing it back there. There's something about a shiny cymbal. There's something about a fresh, polished cymbal that gets me going. I don't know what it is, but whenever I see a fresh, polished cymbal, ugh, man, I love it. I don't know. It's kind of like an OCD thing of mine, or I don't know. But yeah, cool song. Evolve, I dig it. Like I said, it kind of sounds retro, but it also sounds current at the same time. It's got this weird contrast to it. The vocals going back and forth is always nice, always a pleasure to listen to. Of course, they're always tight. And something about this video too is this video is shot entirely on iPhones. It says right here, this video was shot in 2 hours solely on 16 iPhones and one drone. So cool little idea here. I wonder if that had something to do with the pandemic and all that fun stuff, with just not being able to get people to come in. But really cool what you can do with modern technology. I love it. Cool looking room here too, and yeah, what's not to like? What's not to like about a hard rock and groovy song like that? That's got a metal, like it starts off almost metal, turns into rock, and then they hit you with this breakdown that you can't stop nodding your head. I love it. I love it. You know, I really am enjoying the way that these girls are developing their craft and how they're turning out as just musicians. From watching their earlier performances when they could barely hold up the instruments they're playing right now, to seeing how they've evolved into this. Man, it's a good time. It's a good time because it seems like every step of the way they've really stayed true to themselves when it comes to their imagery and their style of music. And yeah, they're killing it. I mean, just like they probably have a million people in their ears telling them to sexualize themselves, they probably have a million people in their ears too, tell them to try different styles, go in a more poppy direction. Hey, these are what the trends are doing now. This is where music's going, and you'll have producers and A&R representatives in your head, in your emails, in your text, in meetings, basically telling you, hey, this is what the trends are right now. This is what's selling. This is what the charts are saying. You need to write something like this. It doesn't seem like they're doing that. Does not seem like they're doing that, and man, is it refreshing to see. So tons of respect for the band The Warning. I absolutely love to see it, and this is just a cool little song in general. I can't wait to hear more of this new album. Guys, if you're new around here, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really, truly help me out, and I'd honestly appreciate it. Like I said, I get those links down below if you want to continue this conversation offline, and I'm going to catch you guys out on the next video. Bye, everybody.